Hello and welcome back to the On WrestleMania and to my WrestleMania 41 predictions. Christmas time for wrestling fans is here. Yes, so hyped for this show, so hyped for WrestleMania as we are every year. And yeah, it's a stacked card this year, isn't it? So many huge matches on the card. It's time for the biggest party of the year, the biggest show of the year. Let's get straight into our predictions, starting things off with Damian Priest against Drew McIntyre. And yeah, obviously there's been a lot of unhappiness about this matchup. People would have liked to see Drew McIntyre in a much higher position on the card, given his great work with CM Punk this year, and obviously I probably agree with that, but let's not forget Damian Priest did hold the world title in the past year, has been a key player, so yeah, it's quite a big interesting feud between two of them, but yeah, I think it's still a big match, and I think Drew McIntyre will probably come away with a win here. I think he deserves it, and then maybe go on to a big feud, maybe for a big title after the shows. Moving on into Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, also known as Chad Gable, and yeah, I think this is just going to be one of those WrestleMania matches where we get like a legend like Rey Mysterio on the card, which, you know, it's understandable, isn't it? We've got to have people like Rey Mysterio on the card, they make WrestleMania what it is. But yeah, I think this will be a decent match, but I'm going to say it'll be Rey Mysterio who comes away here with a win here, with a crowd popping victory, and you know, Chad Gable will probably get a mask at the end of it to the shock of absolutely everyone. Moving on into the IC title fatal four-way between Penta, Bron Breakker, Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, and yeah, this is going to be a very interesting one. Obviously 2 Judgment Day members here, and that leads to the question, will they split up? How will Bron Breakker fare? He's obviously had the title for such a long time, Penta's made such a big impact as well. Could we even see Rey Fenix fight off the Judgment Day? I can see that being a possibility, but I'm going to say Dominic Mysterio will get the win. I think maybe he'll get help from the Judgment Day, it'll lead to a split or something with Finn, but I'm going to say Dominic will get the win here for a surprise victory. Moving on into Jade Cargill versus Naomi, and yeah, another intriguing match. Cargill, obviously was attacked by Naomi. Naomi is a heel. Yeah, I think it's been quite a promising storyline so far. I've been a fan of what they've done with it so far. And yeah, I think it does have the potential to be quite an interesting little feud. But I think Cargill at WrestleMania, I believe it's her first WrestleMania, kind of has to get the win here. A big win at the shows would be great for her. Naomi can eat a loss, and it's good to see her just in a feature match at WrestleMania. Moving on into LA Knight against Jacob Fatu, and yeah, this is an intriguing one. Knight's obviously held the title over 2 different reigns for quite a while now, so yeah, I feel like it could well be time for him to drop the title against Jacob Fatu, especially, who has such an impressive first year in WWE, really does see in the future. Obviously, maybe he's not going to be winning a world title right about now, but if he wins the US title now, could really take him out of the shadow of Solo Sikoa and into the leader of the Judgment Day. So I think, yeah, it's exactly what he deserves. So I'm going to say Jacob Fatu will become the champion. Moving on into AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, and yeah, this is another intriguing one. Logan Paul obviously is still featured very much by WWE, and AJ Styles, yeah, we just haven't seen much from him, whether it's down to injury or whatever, but I just feel like they're not paying as much stock as they used to in him, and I think this could be a big match for Logan to get another win on the WrestleMania card, which would be great for him as they continue to build him into a top star in the company. So yeah, I think it will be Logan Paul who comes away with the victory in this one. The tag titles are on the line as the War Raiders defend against the New Day. And yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm surprised it's actually on the main card, to be fair, considering Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns is rumoured not to be. So yeah, it makes me think that maybe we could have a big angle potentially involving Big E. Could he return here, cost the New Day the titles or something? Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I don't know. I just feel like the War Raiders, they're still relatively young into their title reign, and I think they could get a lot from a big WrestleMania win against the New Day. So I'm going to say the War Raiders will get the win. The women's tag titles are also on the line as Liv and Raquel defend against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and this is another intriguing one. For me, it's a match that makes sense if Bayley and Valkyria probably don't win this one, because obviously they've only just been together for a cup of tea, and I'm not really sure if hot potatoing the titles on the grandest stage of them all to new champions is maybe the best way about building up a, let's face it, fading division. I think Liv and Raquel maybe have quite a lot of potential together as a tag team, and I'd like to see them go on a long reign, so I'm going to say Liv and Raquel get the win here. Randy Orton will host an open challenge after his match with Kevin Owens fell through, obviously due to KO's injury. And yeah, this is an interesting one. There's several potential names could answer it. I don't think it'll be Malachi Black. Obviously, he's going to debut next Friday on SmackDown. Rusev could be an option, but at the same time, I do think they want to give Rusev a big win. And Randy Orton coming up to the St. Louis Backlash show, I don't think they'll be wanting him to lose. So it kind of leaves me with 2 options. Nickel, this is maybe an outsider, but I think maybe they could have. I don't think that would really make sense in an open challenge. So I think it will probably be someone like Solo Sikoa, where Randy Orton can get a big win and build him momentum up to Backlash and just basically get Orton on the cards, and yeah, also get Solo on the card as well. So I'm going to say it'd be Orton against Sikoa, maybe disappointingly, and Orton will get the win. Moving Moving on then to Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. And obviously with everything that's happened over the past few weeks, this match you think probably has that extra little bit of spice to it now to make it even more intriguing. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Could be a cracking little match. And yeah, I think Tiffany needs the win here. Obviously, who knows with Charlotte Flair and WWE, it's a bit like John Cena back in the day, isn't it? But I just feel like Tiffany really needs a win here to get her going. And I think, having a win like this on a show like this could be really career-defining for her. Moving on then to Gunther versus Jey Uso for the world title. And yeah, Jey Uso's gone serious in the last few weeks. And yeah, I feel like it's probably his time now. So yeah, it's going to be a very intriguing one. I'm going to say it will be Gunther who loses the title here to Jey Uso. He gets his crowning moment, yeets up and down the ring, and wins the world title, and what will be the heartwarming story of WrestleMania with Jimmy coming out to celebrate him, and I can't wait for it. Moving on into the triple threat women's title match, and yeah, this is an intriguing one. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, and yeah, I think it's fair to say that Io Sky felt a bit like a third wheel, even at this point. So yeah, it's going to be a very intriguing one. I'm going to say it'll probably be between Rhea and Bianca. I think Rhea's just held the title, so I can't really see her hot potatoing it back to her. And I feel like Bianca, she's done great work over the past few years and deserves her chance. Here's the champ once more, so I'm going to say Bianca Belair will get the win. Moving on into Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and CM Punk battling it out in a triple threat match. And yeah, this is very, very intriguing, this one. I feel like it could go either way. Obviously, Punk's first WrestleMania main event, kind of, even if it's only night one. But yeah, Seth and Rollins, it's all about Paul Heyman, isn't it? Seth and Rollins, sorry. Yeah, they've got their own thing with Heyman, but I think Punk and Heyman could very much be together now going forward. And I think, yeah, that could be where the alliance goes at WrestleMania, and that helps Punk get the victory. And finally, in our main event, Cody Rhodes against John Cena. Yeah, Cena is a heel. Who'd have thought we'd seen this? But two career-defining superstars who've done such a great job, haven't they? And Rhodes has had a great reign as champion. But I just feel like Cena showcasing the Immortals as a heel, winning his 17th world title, it's just too perfect. It kind of feels like the year of the heel after what we saw with Cody last year. So I'm going to say it'll be Cena who gets the win to rapturous booze and officially becomes the greatest of all time in WWE's eyes. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.